Heyo.
Happy.
Look how full our table is.
Happy Monday. There's so many faces here. I've missed you guys.
And you've got my mic stand and I've got your mic stand, so this is too tall for me. I've got a.
I'm hunching a little bit. I'm hunching.
I'm leaning left.
I'm leaning in.
That's the only time in the history of Adam Powers that he's could ever be accused of leaning left.
True. This is true.
Wow.
Getting political, like within the first 60 seconds. Let's
go there.
No time at all. Hey, guys, we've had a lot happen over the weekend. We have lots to discuss.
We took a week off after the Practically Pastoring Conference where Adam was one of our speakers.
We were tired.
Yeah, it was exhausting. But here we are, and yesterday was Sunday.
And this
moment right here
is the morning after.
Welcome to the Morning After Ministry Show, a caffeine-fueled look back on the week and ministry that was.
Was that someone's stomach growling? Oh, that was Adam's cup. I was like, what was...
No, it was Frank.
No, we've already had enough noises from Frank this
Look, it
morning.
happens. Sometimes when people laugh too hard, other things you can't control.
I'm not going to apologize for my joy. All right.
Hey, we've got some guests on the show today. One of which is sitting right next to me. It's Adam Powers. He's the lead pastor of Sunrise Community Church. That's SON Sunrise. You know the only way to spell that. Adam Kimbrell. Of course, you're in the right place to talk USA hockey. We're gonna get there.
Ooh, that guy's teeth. That was awesome.
We're gonna get there. Adam, you run the Reform Shelves Instagram page, channel, account.
I do.
Man, we're stoked to have
You're very, very close to being Dr. Adam Powers.
Lord willing, just a few months away.
Wow.
It's been turned in.
Yep. Huge weight.
That must feel good.
That's why he can hang out now, because he doesn't have to write a dissertation anymore.
Right?
Where's the what school you at?
RTS. Reformed Theological
But
Seminary.
Well, I know RTS.
technically, he's RTS Orlando, but not his advisor.
No, advisor's in RTS Jackson, John Fesco.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
he's doing it very seriously.
Yes.
And of course, you all know my other brother Daryl. It's a Bob Newhart joke. It was Frank. You guys aren't old enough, apparently.
Man.
I don't like being the oldest person at this table. Also, the shortest. I'm gonna have to.
I don't expect a Bob Newhart reference from someone under the age of
43?
60.
Ooh. How
All right.
Frank?
I'm 38.
Frank and I are the same age.
I'm 42. Andrew, you win.
I'm very old.
Yeah, you are.
Frank, you had a busy weekend. Why don't you fill us in? We want a little Cross and Crown update. I think you had like some back-to-back days.
Yeah, man. On Friday evening, we had a launch team gathering.
Let's go.
So we gathered all the people who've already joined the launch team, ordered some pizza, and we talked about hospitality. It was a good time, man.
I reviewed your slides. You left them on the computer.
Oh, I did.
They
Yeah.
They looked great. I read through them. I was like, wow, Frank preached.
Yeah, I
It
did.
looked good.
It was actually it was table conversations and some preaching, so it was good. We did that, and then on Saturday morning we had our second startup party.
Nice.
We had about 32 people who came.
Wow.
At Starkey Market, which is a very popping place.
Oh, it's fancy.
On
Super
Saturday
hip
morning.
and way too expensive.
Yeah. Well, I got a really good deal to
People like
rent
take
out.
engagement pictures there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
You
you go
can-
up on that little roof.
Oh,
You can go buy an $8 ice cream cone for your kids if you want
the
to. It's
fire.
awesome.
I think it's like a fire tower, right?
Right? Something like that.
You guys not gonna hear any slander about Starkey Market. They were great to me. I thought the prices were fine. They fed us breakfast.
Nice.
People who basically have seen my face on Instagram and Facebook have showed up. And
Who
we got-
hasn't seen your face
I
on
know.
Instagram and Facebook?
These Facebook ads are working, and got to talk to them about
That's one word for
Cross
it.
and Crown, and so it's great, man.
I love everything.
Did you buy any unpasteurized milk for animal use only?
They do sell that there.
That's one of my favorite things about Starkey Market is that you
Germs
can,
all included.
yes. Also, you can get that here in Safety Harbor
Swimming in
at the Tides restaurant as well. So
On the carton it says for animal consumption only.
yes.
On the milk carton.
And then below it, RFK
also,
is like,
here's all the
but
recipes.
you could drink it.
But you can drink it.
It's fine. Don't worry
He's like,
about
but you should drink it.
it. Yeah,
But you should drink
it's
it.
fine. It's fine.
Wow. Andrew, how was Safety Harborland over the weekend?
It was a wonderful place to be. Now, last weekend was crazy because I was not preaching. We had a missionary here, and as you know, It's way more work to set somebody else up to speak than to actually preach yourself. And then we had a dinner that evening, but because I had been practically pastoring all week, it was just like never quite determined who was making dinner, which turned into, hey, Andrew, you're making dinner. So I made a salmon dinner for like 20-some people with a few hours' notice, and it was awesome. I went to this, I'm a part of this exclusive club called Sam's Club. I don't know if you're familiar. And
Heard of it.
there was wild-caught Alaskan salmon that was already marinated, and so it worked out pretty well where I just got to pretend like I was doing all the work when I was really just putting stuff in the oven. And then we were back in our Behold series in John.
Hey.
I know that
I
title.
know that
Week
one.
24.
Where are you in the
We're
book?
in John 14. If it was Adam Powers, week 24 would be about John 3.
Why are you going so fast,
But
man?
It's been 3 weeks.
Why are you
Is that
flying?
the end?
But so,
Started last week.
Adam, you will get a kick out of this. We have a gentleman who has been, he's kind of a snowbird-ish, and he wanted to talk to me after the sermon, and I was like, did I do something wrong? Did I say something offensive?
There's always a wonder, right?
But and he said, I don't know if you know this, but I have spent most of my life in an Episcopalian church in Michigan, and I have never had this kind of preaching where we like go through the text and it's like explained. And so, he was being very kind about his home church, but he's like, he's like, this is the first time I've ever gone through a book of the Bible this way. Wow.
Yep.
Is this normal? Is this how you were taught to preach? Like, what classes was it called in seminary? And so I was kind of going through the difference between an expository sermon and a homily. And he's like, yeah, because I think ours are about 8 minutes. And I thought to
That's not even Andrew's intro.
well, it's more. It's the cold open.
The cold open.
It's the cold
open.
I've heard about those.
The cold open before the prayer. Previously in the sermon series, but so it was really kind of because really someone with no frame of reference of what is the difference between a homily or a kind of more Reformed tradition where the emphasis is on the word versus the emphasis being on the sacrament.
Sure. Yeah.
And it was really kind of a cool conversation because here's someone who knows Jesus, loves Jesus, and follows Jesus, but there's always been a huge difference between a Bible study and what happens on Sunday morning. So I thought that was kind of neat, and I thought, Adam's coming this morning. He'll get a kick out of that.
Those are the comments you just love, and they just like keep you going.
Because
That's
Adam,
awesome. Praise
Adam
God
is a
for that.
big fan of an expository sermon.
I am.
He's helped all of us.
What is the typical length of a sunrise Sunday morning sermon?
Word count or minute count?
Yes.
My
Both.
word count is usually about 2,700 every word, so transitions, intro, conclusion.
Frank, pause here.
Okay,
So remember that? What was that number?
2,700.
Okay, so Frank, I took your manuscript.
I got a call from Tim this week. He's like, okay, so Frank preached last week while I was gone. So because you guys are in series, and it was in a plague. It's Exodus, so it was long. What do you think the word count was? And I was like, I'm like, oh, it's Frank. He talks pretty fast. He counts pages, not words. I'm like, I'm going to say 4,300.
Oh my gosh.
What was it? I don't remember it.
Keep going, Adam.
So
was it more?
My word count is 2,700, 2,800 max, and that puts me with my cadence and my speaking about 35 to 38 minutes.
Okay.
Sometimes 40 if I'm going long.
So you speak a little bit slower.
I do.
Okay. So
I wouldn't say slower. I'd say it's intentional.
You slow down at just the right moments. You have long dramatic pauses. I'm about 100 words a minute, so I'm usually like 3,500 words is a sweet spot for me. That's about a 35-minute sermon.
Yeah, okay.
Depending on how much text is in there.
I aim for 29 to 3,500.
Yesterday was 3,900.
Yesterday was Sunday.
And it was too long. Like I could feel it.
3,900?
So I only did 3,900 in first service. Once I realized how long it was, I edited it way down for the next two
minutes was that?
services. About 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But it just felt
you're fast.
it just felt a little long. Frank, your sermon at Lakeview last week was just over 7,200 words.
What?
But the funny thing is it wasn't that much longer than like a 40.
Frank just talks very, very, very fast. So I edited down and it was at 37:53 yesterday. And but I was about 32 minutes with that.
All right. CJ says, good to see you. Sorry it's so cold up there, buddy. It's really not that cold here. I mean, it did dip into the 50s today.
It was 47. It was 47 when I woke up this morning.
That's terrifying. We got a Michigan shout out. I like this question though. CJ says, do you have a cue in your notes for those thought-provoking pauses? Do you?
I listened to two of Adam's sermons recently.
Oh, okay, yeah. What do you think?
And I love your preaching. I think I told you
I do
this.
too.
I said when you did your break on elders, I was like, oh, I love this.
Me too.
But you definitely preach with like gravitas and pauses and stuff like that. But I did listen to your sermon on ×2 speed, so I can like
On time.
you talk a little bit slower than I would like retain it. So, but do you have like notes to do like, hey, this is a good quote. Let them linger on this, or do you just feel it?
No, I don't have cues in there, but it's been so ingrained in me from listening to R.C. Sproul over the years and hearing his preaching and teaching on preaching, and his main cue or his main thought is find the drama in the text and preach the drama.
I was going to
say the drama means you got to pause and let it linger and let it hit.
You told me that at the conference,
really
and I was writing my sermon with that in the back of my mind. I'm like, where's the drama and the flies? And I'm like writing that, and like I really, I enjoyed my own sermon more because of what you said, because of finding the drama in my sermon. It's really good. Because I was like, imagine the flies like everywhere.
He did. I went back and
gross.
listened. It was a great sermon.
Sproul is a wonderful teacher.
Yeah. So I was actually going to ask you where'd you get that quote from? But yeah, I don't have any pauses in my notes. I think I just like know when to stop talking.
Yeah.
But wait, hang on. Did you have Frank's manuscript or did you have his transcript?
So that's the difference, Frank. I had your transcript, so what you actually said versus what was in your notes.
Where did you get my transcript from? Because I sent you my manuscript. As a,
I used the transcript though. So when I drop the sermon into,
that's why there's so many more words.
Yep.
Because my manuscript is not that number.
So when I drop the video into Pulpit AI, it generates a transcript of every word from start to finish.
Do you want to tell people what Pulpit AI is before people accuse you?
Do.
It's not what you think. It's not bad.
Pulpit AI. Oh, that's how we generate our sermon reels. That's how we generate small group leader guides.
Yeah.
It takes the sermon and then it automatically clips out
It's
powerful moments. But I actually go in and edit myself.
It's the post-production.
It's Opus Clip
for Christians.
But you're, instead of giving your money to China, it's a worship pastor somewhere trying to
Seattle,
make a side gig.
I think it's the same.
It generates a
I've
really
never
good
heard of
transcript.
this.
Pulpit AI?
Yeah, I'm looking at this for the
What do
first
you
time
use
right
for
now.
your
It's a
sermon clips?
post-production
'Cause you
thing, not a
you guys
pre-production.
post clips.
My assistant pastor.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, so this
That
generates
takes time,
this
effort, and energy.
auto generates clips, or because it generates a transcript, you can go in and select how much of the clip you want it to clip out into a reel.
But it also creates small group questions.
small group questions.
Your email
helps with our email because that way we can get a good sermon summary. Even if so you were preaching, but I was creating that part of the email, so I dropped your stuff in, and it helped me with the sermon summary for the weekly email.
Yeah.
So it's a super helpful tool.
That's awesome.
City Lights
You're a
Church
super
says,
helpful
I
tool."
used to have a drink water cue. I don't need that cue. I just know when I can no longer talk and there's something itching really bad. I'm like, I need
But
to.
speaking of
I
you
need to drink more
being unable to talk, you texted me last night. One of our buddies, Derry Prinkert, was in town. He was texting us, "Hey, I'm in town for one night and one night only. Are we hanging out?" We each had new members classes. We
did.
Which I postponed because I'm a good friend, or because
You postponed your new members class?
We had one. We only had a couple people signed up, and one person was like, "Oh, I've got a birthday party," and so
you're like, "It's fine, we'll
but so-
push."
So I was like, "Do you know what? There's only a couple people. I can meet each of you for coffee, and we'll go through the PowerPoint, and that'd be way better than spending a couple hours, making things unnecessarily formal." And so, so you texted
Story of
us,
Andrew's life.
Unnecessarily formal, the Andrew Larson story. As I'm wearing a tie,
and seated.
I know.
but
watch.
my
Very
Casio.
Look at that nice, beautiful, feminine watch.
I have dainty
I
wrists.
remember when my
Frank.
mom wore the same one. It's great.
Do you guys drink water while you preach?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either because I can't stand the sound
of
of
it?
swallowing with a microphone right by your lip.
So I
that
hold
is
off.
so disgusting.
I hold off on any drinking. I will just struggle. I will power through until we get to the prayer prompts at Lakeview. So if you see me go, I will mute my microphone pack.
Yeah.
Then I will get my water and drink it. Then I will unmute my
But
microphone pack.
you
Good
will
word.
preach regularly
Wise.
with a cough drop like chipmunked into your cheeks.
Yeah, I've got a piece of gum right
So
now.
it's just going down.
Yep.
Yeah,
So that way it's
I
constantly.
have gum.
I can't do. I would choke. That's why I can't even stand up and preach at the same time.
I can do.
I have to sit.
double cough drops so the throat stays.
Look, there it is
What?
again. There it is
What is
again.
happening? What did I just see?
That-
What did I just
we
see?
just
Don't,
had-
leave that for us.
We
Don't
go
worry
to
about them.
Ireland.
Yes.
What just
That
happened?
was a St. Patrick's Day golf cart, obviously.
I go into the pulpit with either tea or water every time.
I have it as a
but
backup.
I only have it if like worst case scenario,
in
break the glass, let's drink it. But I agree with you. There's nothing grinds my gears more than hearing drinking through a microphone.
Well,
but also I chugged the rest of my water before the sermon, like during the song before the sermon.
Yeah.
Really?
And so yesterday,
do.
I was like about 3 or 4 minutes in, and I felt a burp. coming. I was like,
We should talk about that.
I was like, I should go back and listen to it because I tried to swallow it
Was
as
it
much as I
yesterday?
could. Yes, this is yesterday.
Pull it
Which
up,
was-
Jamie.
Which was Sunday, and
see this.
we'll see if it's in the beginning of the sermon, but I hope not. So
All right, so you
We'll see.
postponed new members class, which I did not know
Well,
until
we-
you just told me that.
we
just now.
postponed because it just made sense for the people that were coming to just do coffee with
All right,
Pastor
so
Andrew.
CJ, I think we've all been here. He said his mouth got so dry yesterday, his lips stuck together. He had to have Sarah bring up water, otherwise no water. I'm with you. Wow. I have had moments where I've been unable to talk. There was one Sunday where my son had to rescue me, and he brought up water. One Sunday, my dad rescued me. Because he could tell, like, if you see a tear coming from my eye, it's because I'm fighting back a super itchy something in my throat, and I will literally have, like, it's not because I'm like emotional while preaching. It's just because
Shout
my
out to
throat.
Tommy Shelton crying while preaching.
It's because my throat itches that bad. I try not to drink water while preaching unless it is
But Tim, you
absolute last case
you were
scenario.
speaking in front of people, not conversationally, but in front of people
lot.
with a microphone.
Yeah, this doesn't. And
for-
if you've been at Lakeview, you know the amount of conversation that happens in between services.
Yeah.
So like just on stage speaking, like minutes using my
3
voice.
sermons that were nearly 40, 45 minutes each.
3 sermons.
Shame on you. That's too long.
It was
And
too long.
That's
That
not,
includes prayer.
That's not good for the parking lot. Come on. You should be better.
I
know.
You need to be a better steward of the time that your people have, Tim.
I will receive that rebuke. Thank you.
But then a new members class, which is like a 2-hour thing.
Yep, with 90 minutes of my voice being used. So when I texted you last night,
So you're like, guys, I would love to hang out, but I have been talking for, what did you say, 240 minutes?
I did 240 minutes
That's
yesterday.
4 hours of talking into a microphone in one day.
That does not include the in-between service chat, which you can ask Frank. It's a real thing at Lakeview. Like, there's no escaping. There's no green room. Like, you're done
There's
preaching.
no office you can hide
Also-
out.
You are immediately talking to people for 4 hours straight.
When the worship service starts at 8 a.m., you're standing until 12:30.
Correct.
Do you know what would make
That's
life easier? Hear me out.
Oh, no.
What?
Sitting to preach.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. Are you better than Jesus?
Oh my gosh.
Jesus sat down and began to teach. How many times does that show up in the Gospels?
only argument here.
I think following Jesus' example is a pretty good
This
argument.
is like the same argument.
That's why I
when people are
baptize the way
Didn't
that
Jesus
I do.
stand in a boat at one point?
No, he sat in the boat to preach.
Was he
Oh, no,
sitting
he
in the boat?
Stood in the boat.
I thought he stood in the boat.
In the lake.
He stood in the boat,
and people were sitting on
no,
shore.
He sat in the boat for that sermon.
I'm going to be reviewing
This
the
is
text.
like the same argument.
Sermon on the Mount, sitting.
This argument.
Sermon on the Mount was a highlight of sermons, arguably.
This
He
ar-
sat
True.
down and began to teach.
He did those things many times. That's a compilation.
Sat down.
It's a greatest
oh, I'm
hits album.
sorry.
Yeah.
I take the Bible literally.
We do too, according to its literary genre.
Wow.
This is like the same argument
This
of
is
like
getting nerdy.
I love it.
that argument of we should sit down because Jesus sat down is like the same argument of like, hey, we should be able to go protest in churches because Jesus flipped the table. Like, it's
Thank
not a
you,
good-
Jimmy. I
not a
wish
good
Tim would
argument.
preach longer. It's always so good. Jimmy, I appreciate the encouragement. Yeah, except
Wonderful
where were those tables that Jesus flipped?
Not in your
Solomon
suburban
portico.
sanctuary.
They were not in the sanctuary, right? Like that argument doesn't hold up. And
Yeah,
I've heard
but
multiple
also
use it.
most people did
were
not
outside of it.
most corporate worship did not take place in the holy no corporate worship
No
took
corporate
place in the
worship.
holy place. So where the corporate worship took place and the lecturing took place would have been Solomon's portico.
Some of this is culturally defined.
It is.
And those that in our culture and day sit when they preach, I would probably not enjoy being in the company of. Except
that's hurtful.
Andrew Larson.
Andrew
Well.
is the one exception to the rule.
John 8:2. Early in the morning, he went back down, or he went back to the temple where all the people gathered around him, and he sat down to teach.
Is that the boat?
That's John 8:2. No,
that's not the boat.
I just pulled up.
We knew you had that one. We gave you
Well,
that
no,
one.
that's in the temple, but also Sermon on the Mount, sat down and teach. Mark 1, while teaching from a boat. Mark 4:1.
Where does it say sat?
Teaching from a boat.
What are you? I need
implied.
Wildsmith. I need
Nehemiah
Wildsmith. Tim
chapter
Wildsmith.
8, verse 4. And Ezra the scribe stood
I'd rather be
on
like
a
Jesus.
wooden platform that they'd
Whoa.
made for the
Okay,
purpose
pause.
and
Everyone
brought
pause.
the
Oh my-
book.
What is happening? What is
Why is this zoomed in?
That's what font he needs.
I am 43
You should
years
see how
old.
big his
Dude,
Bible is.
I
It's
am
a 64
Every
font.
character is 2 inches tall.
The crowd that gathered around him was so large that he got into a boat and sat in it out on the lake while all the people were along the shore's water's edge. He taught them many things by
man.
parables. Jesus sat down to preach. Hey, Adam, why do you hate being like Jesus?
Oh my
This
gosh.
is next level.
You're married, you
no
have
comment.
kids. There
No
are so
comment.
many ways that you are not like Jesus.
CJ says, I'm gonna say it again. Jesus walked everywhere, Andrew.
I walk on my walking pad while playing Xbox every morning.
With traffic around, they're walking maybe quicker than driving, especially pulling into Lakeview during rush hour. Which, sorry about that, guys. We had to, that was rough for the Practically Pastoring Conference. Guys trying to get in, and that was not exactly easy at all.
That was hard.
So let's talk a little voice recovery. What do you guys do? So I had the 240-minute
I
voice
immediately
use
do
yesterday.
3 episodes of podcasts the very next day.
I was so Steph goes to a new membership class with us. That's like her chance to really meet our newbies, and we had an unbelievable class. There was a ton of people. It was awesome. But on the way home, she was looking at me. She was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I could just feel everything dropping, like blood. You name it. Everything was dropping at the exact same time. And I said, I was already thinking about today because I booked 6 back-to-backs today, including all this. What? So I'm out until 6 p.m. tonight with meetings.
Smart.
And so I was like, I think, and she's like, Tim, who sets your schedule? Like knowing that I set my schedule. And it was one of those
That's
like,
such a mom question.
I was
and
like-
whose fault was that?
it was, I mean, it was like, I was trying to complain, but I can't complain when I'm the one that did this to myself. I'm the one who said, yes, let's do membership class after a 3-service Sunday. So what are you guys doing for recovery on Sundays like that?
Not talk.
Yeah.
After church, like preach, mingle, fellowship with the people, be among them, like shepherds smell like sheep.
Sure.
Once you go home, not talking.
Do your kids know, hey, don't talk to dad until 5:30 or what is that like in the Powers house?
Mm-hmm.
Holly will say, "Dad's tired. He needs to nap."
I love a Sunday afternoon
And so for
nap.
like at least,
a post-church nap.
well, yeah.
But guys, here's the
Yeah.
deal. How are you supposed to nap when you were unable to watch our U.S. men's gold medal match and you had to watch the highlights
I didn't watch.
over
I didn't watch.
and over and over? So I saw maybe 13, 14 phones out during service
Oh.
at Ian
No way.
with several wives elbowing their husbands, and I knew what they were doing. Some of them apologized to me, and I said, the only thing you should be apologizing about is not turning your phone around every so often so I could see the score.
So
That's all. I just wanted to know the score, but I was going to stay locked in. So I had a bunch of dudes come up to me after the service.
we did not put our TV outside yesterday because of the weather. It was so windy, and we thought it was going to rain. And then I felt bad. There's someone who just got a new puppy, so she was all excited, and and then we didn't have the TV outside, but it was a very cute puppy. And so it was, well, if the TV's not outside, we could just like have it in the back here turned on. I was, that'd be terrible. And then the confidence monitor, it was, do you want to turn that on?
Well, your service starts at 10.
Our service starts at 10. And
So you had an hour and a half to be able to watch it.
So, but yeah, so it was. They were going into overtime as the sermon was starting. So during the last song, when I was chugging my water, I was like, okay, I'm going to check the score real quick before I go up. And I was like, oh no! And then Brad, our worship leader, who was the one trying to get me to put the game on in the back of the room, he let me know as soon as the sermon was done. So
The game-winning goal went in as I was chatting with someone after service, and there was an audible eruption in our room.
okay.
No way.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
that's how I knew. I was like, okay.
You're like, oh,
Yeah, it's like,
Oh, okay.
like I had people tap him on the shoulder, and then I saw high fives, and then I was like, okay, I'm going back to the guys. Like we were all in the back room, like watching the highlight over and over.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
yeah. Oh, it was.
Was that like the teeth shot?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was crazy.
Yep.
I
was
just
hit-
love America.
Look, I as I was hitting the share button, I had scrolled down, and it was like, here's why you feel bad cheering for America this year. I was like, what? Am I like the anomaly? I
No.
don't feel bad cheering for the United States.
That was
of
a
America.
Huffington Post article.
I was
What
like,
in the world?
I
It was
I-
What was it supposed to mean?
I love the
The
Olympics.
Huffington Post has hated America since
I don't
Ariana
get it.
Huffington founded it. It's fine.
But why would I feel bad cheering for my U.S. men and women, especially those hockey matches where we beat the team
Canada.
that's supposed to win everything?
I
in
know.
hockey?
Are they Canadian? Huffington Post?
No.
No. Should
no.
they be?
Guys,
Maybe.
should I feel bad for cheering for the United States of America?
I
when
don't think you should feel bad for cheering for any country that your citizenship is in.
Andrew, you know this. Andrew called me on Thursday, and he said, what are you doing? I said, well, I blocked all my meetings out. I got all my work done because I wanted 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. open so I could watch our U.S. women
Yeah.
live. Like, I wanted to watch
Yep.
that game live so bad, so I got all of my
And
meetings
also
done
on
around
Friday
that.
when we were talking, is it bad that I almost want Canada to lose the semifinal more than I want the U.S. to win their semifinal? And
We were
so
rooting.
I was
The only reason I was rooting against Canada because I felt like that was the one team that was going to beat us.
I
So I was rooting against them.
at my coffee shop on Indian Rocks Beach on Friday, watching the Canada game, also in overtime. Was it overtime where it ended at like the very end of the game?
The good thing was it was
And-
only a 6-hour difference, so if you were up early, you could catch
Yeah.
some of the stuff. Now, I think it was 8 years ago. Our men were in a curling semifinal, and I wanted to watch it live, so I actually set my alarm for 3 a.m. And I got up at 3 a.m. to watch our U.S. because I didn't want to hear it on the internet. Like I wanted to see it live.
I will not wake up early to watch curling. There's
I-
a lot of sports that I would wake up early to watch. Curling.
I
is
think
not-
curling is fantastic. In fact, I love it so much. I texted Stephanie because I turned 40 next year. I turned 39 this year, and you may know this already because you know lots of things, but the state of Florida is getting their first official curling rink, only curling, and
Where?
it's coming to Ybor, and it's opening next year.
No way.
So I told Steph.
Anyone can go?
I told Steph well, you guys are coming
Tim's
with me
40th birthday
because
party.
my 40th
What?
birthday party is going to be a curling party, and
We are gonna fall.
Frank's
all
going to be
over
brushing.
the
Frank's going to be brushing. That's the only job he has.
Can I do that 360 like launch thing?
How great was that? All the curling
my
people were so
gosh.
mad. That was
Do
so
they
great.
have when you're at an ice skating rink and they have like the walkers for the kids to use till they get their footing right?
We could do that.
I think I would need that.
Yeah.
We could do that.
While
How
on the
can you
ice.
brush and avoid with your feet hitting the other?
We're gonna do a special
stones.
morning after.
Rocks?
It's gonna be
the
curling.
morning
edition.
after curling?
That'd be awesome.
I do that
We
with
need that like
Guys, get excited! You're all invited to my birthday party.
I curl every single day with my robot vacuum and my Swifter. I make a way for my robot vacuum.
Do you ever put an iPod on your robot vacuum and call it DJ Roomba? It's a Parks
I
and
just
Rec
love my
reference for you.
dog's beef with the robot vacuum. Just like "Rah, rah," it freaks
Every
out
time. Every single time.
Yeah.
Boys,
That's all I got. I don't have anything else useful to
I don't
add
think I have anything left in my voice
to
at this
any
point.
conversation.
I'm glad I only did one podcast and not both today.
But guys, you know what time it is?
It's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime. I want some Tijuana flats.
I'm down.
I'm fine for whatever.
That doesn't make sense for where you're going. Listen, I will always eat T flats.
Hey,
All right,
This is not for the
CJ.
pod.
CJ says, "Look, guys, bowling and arcade, it was fun, but how about this? Curling with the guys for PPCon one year.
In February, I mean, if we
Wouldn't that make sense?
4 years,
Absolutely.
Let's do it at Raymond James right after the Lightning.
Yes.
Raymond James don't play at that.
The Lightning, special Lightning out.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
The stadium
Yeah,
series.
I'm sorry. Yes,
Calling me.
yes.
I got it.
was
Frank
like,
knows what he's talking
I
about.
was so confused,
Andrew.
But if PPCon 2020 or 2030, the
Yeah.
next Winter Olympics,
Yeah.
in February, we could have curling at the conference before the Olympics start.
How much fun would that
That'd be
be?
great.
CJ will be there. We'll be
Yeah.
there.
Epic.
Hey, listen, you should tune in next week when maybe we won't be talking about the Olympics as much, but who knows?
We probably will be.
We'll still be into it.
Is it coffee or is it?
New game to be played with
You're
the
gonna love
chairs
this.
in Adams Worship Center.
There may or may not be some interesting brown stains.
Define the brown stain.
Define the-
Listen, and if you wanted to define that brown stain for yourself, Sunrise Community Church. What time are services?
9 and 11.
There you go.
9/11.
S-O-N.
6 p.m.
S-O-N.
Rise. The correct way.
That's the only way to spell that.
Yeah. In the 90s, it was the only way.
Don't
to
ever
spell
change
that.
that out.
Listen,
You can't.
I tell people
It'll
all the
come back.
time. Safety Harbor is the name of our city. We're not a cheesy church plant from the 90s.
Yeah. There you go.
Because it also kind of sounds like it could be
It
in
does.
that same vein.
It does.
Oh yeah.
A safe harbor for you and your family. It's like the kind of church you go to after your third divorce. It's a safe harbor.
This is what we're done. You're done. We're out. We'll see you next week. We
Bye,
already
y'all.
miss you. Andrew, you've been canceled.